Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Tickle. A woman from the Magic City has been arrested after she got a visit from the Minot Probation Office. According to a statement from Minot PD, back on April 25th, CPS contacted them regarding a 4-year-old child who had been removed from a residence. Now, the visit took place at the 38-year-old woman's residence on April 16th, where probation officers discovered drug paraphernalia in her bedroom. She then tested positive for THC and methamphetamine, and the child also tested positive for methamphetamine. Now, according to a statement, she told investigators in an interview she admitted to using methamphetamine in several different ways and on multiple occasions while the child was present. This includes inside her vehicle with the child in the backseat. Following the investigation, the woman was arrested just before noon on Wednesday on the charge of endangerment of a child or vulnerable adult. It's a Class C felony. She's currently awaiting arraignment at the Ward County Jail. A little over a year until the new Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library plans to open in western North Dakota. This week, the company Mercer Mass Timber announced that they've finished phase 1 of the construction on the library being built near Medora. Spokespeople say once it's finished, the nearly $400 million library will be the largest use of mass timber in the state. Mass timber uses several layers of wood that are bonded together to create a structure. Now, company Senior Vice President Nick Milestone says one goal of the new library is to reduce carbon emissions from the site.
What we've done is we've actually taken the carbon out of the atmosphere and locked it into a piece of wood. We've then secured it for the lifetime of the building. And, timber buildings have been around way longer than steel and concrete. And even down to the first mass timber buildings, which date back to 1865, are still standing. This building will stand the test of time, and it will be there for hundreds and hundreds of years.
The company J.E. Dunn Construction out of Kansas City is in charge of building the new library. It's expected to open on July 4th of next year. Turtle Mountain College now has a new president. Dr. Wanda Prushian was chosen after a long search process. She brings more than 41 years of service and higher education to Turtle Mountain. The doctor has been serving as the interim president for the past 8 months. Officials say her decades of service reflect her lifelong dedication to advancing educational opportunities and honoring the cultural values of the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians. The doctor is replacing Dr. Donna Brown, the college previous president. Here's Andre now with a quick check of your forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Chance, and I'm here to tell you we are seeing such beautiful conditions here in Harvey at this time, with those mainly sunny conditions and a little bit of patchy fog here and there, and temperatures are at 39 degrees and the winds are out of the west-northwest at 5 miles per hour. But let's head over towards the Lake Metagoshi, that is, and look how beautiful it looks, folks. We are seeing such beautiful sunshine and a beautiful lake there to top it off, and temperatures are at 45 degrees and the winds are out of the north at 12 miles per hour. But as we head over into our current storm team radar, we are really seeing the dry air take control of the weather right now, and that's allowing for a slit of a little bit of sunshine here in the capital city. I know you guys have been waiting for the sunshine, and it looks like it's coming for sure. And even near Williston, we're seeing some of that sunshine, but however, at the same time, we are seeing some of that fog right now, so make sure that you're taking it safe and looking at those visibilities. We are seeing 6 miles here in Minot, but in our western areas, looking quite rough on the roadways this morning, so make sure that you are driving safe and slow this morning. Now, as far as our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 30s and the 40s, so it is a very crisp sort of morning, if you will, and we are going to start seeing those winds change direction. They're out of the north right now, but however, moving towards the further west, we're starting to pick up on that southerly flow, and that is going to be an important factor during the day today, because guess what? That's going to help increase the temperatures climbing up into the 60s, so it's going to be feeling pretty nice, and it should be around where we should be this time of year. And once we get into tonight, we will see those temperatures drop down into the 40s, so it's going to be a relatively carbon copy of what we are seeing a little bit of this morning. And as we head into our Friday, this is 12 o'clock. This is where we're going to start picking up on a little bit on the spotty shower activity in our south and western areas. And this is still well needed because they really still need the rainfall in this part of the state. And once we get into around our 2 and 3 o'clock hour, that is where we'll start seeing it being a little bit more on the widespread side for our south and western areas. But everywhere else is going to be on the spotty side. We're going to be watching that throughout the evening as it lifts further towards the north due to a warm front that's going to be lifting a little bit into our area. So it looks like our evening plans for our Friday, you may need an umbrella during that period of time, and that's going to continue into our 8 o'clock hour and into our 10 o'clock hour on Friday, and lasting into our midnight hour on Saturday. Now our highs for our Friday will remain in the 60s for the most part, but there's going to be some 50s in our south and western areas due to the cloud cover and a little bit of that rainfall. And here on Memorial Day weekend, we will see those temperatures increase into the 50s and 60s for our Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be mainly in the 50s in Dickinson for the pre-mentioned reason of a little bit of that rainfall. But once we get into the day on Monday, we will see those temperatures increase into the 60s with those mainly sunny to partly cloudy skies. So it's going to be a perfect day to get that grill out and get going. And as far as in Williston, we're going to continue to see the sunshine through our Sunday and Monday. So that's going to be really good news for our Memorial Day. In Dickinson, we're going to see the sunshine too for our Sunday and Monday. And this is going to be a really good time for Memorial Day for sure. And for Minot, actually, we're going to be seeing those temperatures increase over the next several days into the 70s as we head into our Tuesday. And now for the capital city, we're going to see those temperatures climb up into the 70s potentially by next Wednesday with those sunshiny conditions overall over the next several days, except for Friday and Saturday. So Chance, it looks like today is going to be a much better day, man.
Sunshine all around. Thanks, Andre. For everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Stickland. Have a great day.